the system. You've got access to the CRM. There are leads that are there. What next? It's time to make your first call. All right, so let's get started with making the first call. All right, what do we do first? First thing we got to do is understand a couple of very important principles to being successful on your first call. First of those, everyone has a big hesitation. Hesitation and fear is human nature. Okay, that's how everyone is. You're not alone. All of us have a fear of the 500-pound headset. Okay, the best way to get over it is to move on. Make that call. Okay, understand that the fear is something that you have. It doesn't have to control you. So pick up the phone, make that first call, get over the fear. The next thing is understand that we all make mistakes. Mistakes is okay. It's okay to make mistakes. Don't let the fear of making mistakes prevent the taking action. Make sure that you go ahead and do it anyway. That said, make sure you take ownership as well. Don't be afraid of mistakes, but if and when you do make mistakes, take ownership and own up to it. Make it right and learn from it. Excellent. The next thing is smile. Now, I know what you're thinking. How are they going to know if I'm smiling or not? I'm on the phone. I promise you, they know. It comes through your voice. Test it. See what you think. I promise you, you'll notice when someone is smiling or not smiling over the phone with you. Make sure that you apply that in your phone call. When you make that first call, make sure that you're smiling. Get a mirror so that you can see yourself smile in the process. Excellent. The last thing, have fun. Make it a game. Enjoy it. All right? It's completely up to you if this is fun or miserable. There's three things that we can always control. The first thing is what we focus on. All right, if you're going to focus on the possible negative Nellies out there, or the possibility that the person's going to hang up on you or hate you or not want to talk to you or feel like you're bothering them, then that's what's going to become real for you. Now, that said, if you focus on the potential positive that's out there, if you focus on the people that actually want and need your help, that's what you're going to find. What you focus on expands. The second thing that you can always control, no matter what, is how you internalize things. What that means is what you take from it, how you interpret what happens, how you filter what's going on. So for instance, when you're making calls, if you want it to be miserable, make it miserable. Internalize it in a miserable way. That's how most people do it. Or you can make it a positive, make it fun, exciting, enjoyable. Leverage that ability to control how you internalize that experience. And then the last thing that you can always control is the actions you take. Take action, take ownership, make that call. That's what's stepping between you and the many, many thousands of dollars that you can make and the many, many lives that you can help change. So let's go ahead and make those calls. Here's some scripts that you can apply. First of all, understand that most of these people you're going to be calling right now are a few months out. They're not going to buy anything today. They might not be in the market for anything tomorrow. It might be several months out. That's totally fine. We want to get into the process with them. Here's some simple scripts that you can use. Hi, this is Ron with XYZ Realty. We're reaching out to people who have made inquiries in the past 12 months, and I was wondering if you were still in the market to buy a home. Okay, as you can tell, non-threatening, very easy to use. Now, let's say that they come back to you and they say, we are looking to buy something very soon. This does happen, I promise you. This is awesome. Say, great. Let me ask you some questions and see if I can help. And then we're going to go from there and we're going to transition into the discovery questions. We're going to cover those in just a minute. Understand that not all of these leads that have been in the database for quite a while are going to be at this point. That said, many people are. So we're looking for those. And the best way to do is to move forward in scheduling an appointment. Now, if they come back to you and just say, we're just looking, that's totally fine. The first thing we want to do is get on their side. So we respond with, great, most of the people I work with are just looking. Out of curiosity, what would you be looking for? Now, with that question, we obviously move forward into the discovery process. Understand these first couple of scripts that I gave you are in that introduction phase. Just like we talked in scripts, this is where you're getting in touch with them. Now let's transition into the discovery questions. Now that we know them and they've met us, now it's time to get to know what their needs are. Understand that we make decisions and we take action when we have enough emotional reasons to take action and logical reasons to take action. The discovery phase is our opportunity to identify those emotional and logical reasons for the client to take action. So we're going to start with the who. Who is it that we're working with? We want to get to know them. It's not just about their names. Understand that their emotional reasons for taking action are the core main reasons for them to do anything. And that's where our Broughton Ford comes into play. We want to find out what their interests, their values. Okay, we also want to know what their family, occupation, recreation, and dreams are. This is the way to get to know who we're working with so that we can best meet their emotional needs. The next emotional need is their why. Now, the why is something that we come back to throughout the rest of the discovery process because there's a reason behind everything. These are the emotional reasons that will get them to take action. Get to know the why. What is their motivation? Why are they looking to move? Why are they needing a change? Once we've got those emotional reasons, it's time to find some logical reasons to tie those emotional reasons down with. The what's. What? Are you looking for a house, condo, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, a big lot? What exactly are they looking for? The next is the when. How soon? Are we looking 6 months, 12 months, 1 month? Do they need to buy now? This is the when. The next is the where. What area do they need to move to? Once again, like I said earlier, we want to tie all of these back to the why. Why is it that they need to move? Why is it they want to move to that area? Why is it do they need to move at that particular time? And then finally, the how. How am I actually going to pay for this? How are they going to work this? Are they going to get a mortgage? Are they going to pay with cash? We need to know their hows. Once we have discovered what their interests are, what their needs, those emotional needs, what's the emotional driving force for them, what's the logical reasons for them to take action, now we need to tie it down. We need to close the process. These are some simple closing scripts that you can use on those first phone calls. Understand, what does it mean to close on a phone call? Many agents misunderstand this. They think that the only way to close is to get a contract signed. Understand, you're probably not going to get a contract signed on the phone. What we're looking for here, what we're going to close on this call is not the contract, but the appointment. We want to close them on setting an appointment. Here's you a couple of scripts that you can use. I would love to set up a time to show you a couple of homes. I have time on Thursday and Friday. Which of those works better for you? Understand, they might not be able to do either of those. This is that alternative choice close, right? Don't hesitate to ask for fear that they might say they can't do either. About 95% of the time, the client is going to select one of the two options you give them. That 5% will work through, okay? But always give them two options. Make sure that you're deliriously happy with either one. And remember, the purpose is to get them in front of you. Get face to face. It's the appointment that we're going for on this call. Another great script. I have a great lender who can pull your credit and see where you're at. So many times we can take a couple of simple steps to get credit scores up and potentially save you thousands of dollars on a mortgage. Do you have 30 minutes this week so we can together with a lender and get the process started? Does that work for you? Okay, this is a good script to use. What I would suggest is also throw in there the alternative choice close. Do you have 30 minutes this week, Monday or Wednesday, to meet with a lender to get that process started? Which of those two works better for you? Use that slot close, that alternative choice close that we've talked about. So some other closing scripts that work very well. Let's say that they come to you and they also have a house to sell. Remember, when we talked scripts, one of the things you want to ask is, are they renting or do they have a home to sell? If they have a house to sell, a great closing script to use is, since you have a house to sell before you have to buy another one, I would love to come over and look at your home and give you a free market analysis. It'll help you get a feel for the equity you have in your home and help us figure out the next steps. What day this week works best for you, Monday or Friday? All right, use that alternative choice close. And then another one, let's say that they're looking at doing it several months out. Okay, they're not looking to do it right away. Once again, a lot of these people, especially these older leads, are not going to be doing anything today or tomorrow, and that's usually the easy way out of these conversations, right? They'll say, you know what, I'm not planning on doing anything for another 6, 7, 8 months. Okay, an excellent script to use here is, I understand you're not buying a home for over 6 months. However, one thing many people find very helpful is to go and look at a few homes. It'll truly give you an idea what your money will buy you. How about we go look at 2 to 3 homes this weekend? I have time Saturday or Sunday. What works best for you? These are some very simple questions or simple scripts that you can use to get in front of them. Once again, remember that the purpose of this initial call is not to get the contract signed. The purpose of this initial call is to get face to face, get the appointment set. All right, so remember, introduce yourself, get to know them, and then transition into your discovery. Find out what their emotional and logical reasons are to take action, and then close for the appointment. Set that appointment. Use the alternative choice close to get in front of them.